The Chicago Bears are getting ready to enter a season with one of the toughest schedules in the NFL. But on today's episode, Bobby's predictions, I'm here to give you three reasons why we should be confident in the Chicago Bears on being successful this season. And I'm also going to give you my record predictions. Y'all know we're going to talk about it, break it all down, but you know you got to hear the music first. What's going on, Chicago Bears fans, and welcome back into another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby, bringing you my prediction for the 2026-27 season on our Chicago Bears. So if you love what you're listening to, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. It's definitely going to be a fun season, in my opinion. I have three reasons on why you should be excited for the Chicago Bears this upcoming season. And the first one is because the Chicago Bears will be the most rested team in 2026-27 season. The Chicago Bears have been given a little bit of help by the NFL in the beginning part of the season, the middle part of the season, and the latter part of the season. In the first part of the season, the Chicago Bears will have a 8-day break in between the games of the Minnesota Vikings and the Eagles, who are out for revenge. In the middle of the season, between two crazy teams in the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks, the Chicago Bears will have 10 days before they play the Patriots and the Seahawks. So enough time to prepare for both teams, especially those Seattle Seahawks who are defending champions. Then the latter part of the season, when the Chicago Bears face the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars, there is a total of 10 days in between those games. That's reason number one. Reason number two, we're talking about Caleb Williams in year two under Ben Johnson, to where there is a expectation of another leap for Caleb Williams. He was close to 4,000 yards, and that's something I believe could be accomplished this upcoming season. If you go back and look at Ben Johnson's time with the Detroit Lions, you see that Jared Goff went from 27 touchdowns and a little over 4,400 yards to 4,500 yards and 30 touchdowns with 12 interceptions. Then that's number two. Number three, a retooled defensive backfield. Obviously, we're sitting here waiting to see if we can have a healthy Kyler Gordon and Jalen Johnson. But the two safety additions will be crucial for the Chicago Bears. We got Coby Bryant coming over from the defending champion Seattle Seahawks, and we drafted outstanding rookie Dillon Thieneman, who I believe is going to be a huge factor in the run game and the pass game for our Chicago Bears. I believe the linebacker group has improved. I know we still have question marks regarding our defensive line, but one thing that gives me confidence in that defense is going to be the defensive backfield. Now, predictions for the upcoming season is very, very simple, and I'm going to just give you my logic on why I believe the Chicago Bears will have a successful season. Week one, we're going to go up against the Panthers. I have the Chicago Bears winning that game, letting those guys know, hey, we still big dogs around here. Week two, I have the Chicago Bears in their home opener winning versus the Minnesota Vikings. Week three, we have the Philadelphia Eagles coming to town, and it's going to be a match to where they're trying to seek revenge, but the revenge is not going to be good enough. The Chicago Bears win that game and go 3-0. And then we have the New York Jets. Come on, man. If we lose to the New York Jets, everybody getting slapped. That'll have us at 4-0 after beating those guys. Then week 5, we have the Green Bay Packers in a matchup that is going to be highly anticipated, but they will not have Micah Parsons. And I think that Ben Johnson is in Matt LaFleur's head and Caleb Williams is in Jordan Love's head. We're going to win that game, and the Chicago Bears will be 5-0 on the season. Then we go out and face off versus the Atlanta Falcons. I believe the Chicago Bears win that game. Will be 6-0. So a hot start to the upcoming season. After the Falcons, we're going to play the team that lost in the Super Bowl, the New England Patriots, and I believe it will be a close one, but we will lose that game, and it'll be the first loss of the season and have the Chicago Bears at 6-1. And then we have that long break, but then we face off versus Seattle Seahawks, and we lose that game as well. We'll be 6-2 on the season, and after losing that game in a close one, in my opinion, we face the Tampa Bay Bucks ahead of the bye week, and we go out there and wax them to have a 7-2 record after week 9. We enter the bye week for week 10. Then in week 11, coming out of the gate, we go around and smack the New Orleans Saints to have a 8-2 record. And then in prime time versus the Detroit Lions, the Chicago Bears get some get back and beat the Detroit Lions to go up 9-2 on the season with a comfortable lead in the division, in my personal opinion, at least as it stands today. After an emotional win versus the Detroit Lions, the Chicago Bears will lose versus the Jacksonville Jaguars in week 13 and have a record of 9-3. Then we face off against the Miami Dolphins. We beat those guys because they are basura, and we leave that game standing at 10-3. And this is where it gets critical. With the last 4 weeks versus the Bills, the Green Bay Packers, the Detroit Lions, and the Minnesota Vikings is going to be a tall task. I think after the Dolphins, facing the Buffalo Bills in week 15, it's going to be the game of the year. Caleb Williams versus Josh Allen, the two most dynamic quarterbacks in the NFL, face off. DJ Moore, we get to see him. And in Buffalo, the Chicago Bears lose in a nail biter, a thriller, in a close one to the Buffalo Bills, having our record now at 10-4. Then in week 16, we're so ticked off, we face the Green Bay Packers and we win that game and sweep them for the season. We sweep the Green Bay Packers for the season. You heard it here first. The record is now 11-4. The Lions in week 17 come in and they get a little bit of revenge, and we are now 11-5 after losing to the Detroit Lions. And to end the season, we sweep the Minnesota Vikings and end the season at 12-5. With an opportunity, depending on where we're at, to make it to the NFC Championship game. That's my view on it. You let me know what's your view on it and how you feel about it. But hey, those are my predictions early on before we see any games be played. I'm going to put it on wax. I'm going to hold myself accountable. Let me know down below how y'all feeling about it all. Go ahead and react to my season prediction. Go ahead and drop it in the comment box, hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel. And if you want to be a part of the mailbag episode, the number to do so is 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears because of you beautiful people. So make sure you're not freeloading and you support the channel on our road to 30K. But hey, man, that's my prediction. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. And y'all already know I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.